Well, hello everyone, and welcome to your Scorpio full moon release and let go astrology energy report and guided meditation for April 23rd of 2024. I am Susan Saucier, your spiritual intuitive coach. Please note that this report is for everyone. If you know your birth chart, you can look to see where Scorpio is, and it will help you know what area of your life you may be working on during this time. Now, if Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, you will more than likely feel this more deeply. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this content, and if you do, I hope you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, share it with others, and leave a comment to introduce yourself. And a quick shout out and thank you to all of my current subscribers who I am truly, truly grateful for, each and every one of you. Now, if you're interested in going directly to the guided meditation portion, I've placed a timestamp in the notes below. And if you're interested in finding out what you may experience in your world over the next few weeks, well, let's talk about that right now. First, I like to always start with the negative and positive aspects of the zodiac sign that the full moon is in, which is Scorpio. And they can show up in either yourself or those around you because the moon does influence your energy and your emotions. So some of the negative aspects of Scorpio are they can be very possessive and jealous. They can be secretive, resentful, dominating, stubborn. And when they get upset, they can sting like the scorpion. Some of the positive aspects of Scorpio are they are brave, they're faithful, ambitious, they're bold and loyal, and they're focused on accomplishing their goals. They're passionate, charismatic, and very intuitive. Now let's talk about this Scorpio full moon and what you may experience during this phase. Well, Scorpio is a water sign and is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars is the planet of outward activity. It is fiery and masculine, and it brings the energy of courage, but also can bring outbursts of anger. Pluto is about your will, intense passion, and definitely has a reputation for bringing deep, heavy stuff into the light, and can be quite ruthless in the process. Pluto is also bringing you awareness of the areas of your life that must be transformed in order to bring about your soul's evolution. Scorpio is the most intense sign of the zodiac and is associated with death and rebirth, which brings about deep emotions coming to the surface to help you distinguish where in your life you need to make some big changes in order to step into the life you desire. Since Scorpio is a water sign, there's a powerful connection between this water element and the subconscious mind. They're both very deep, expansive, and they flow in all ways. Water represents your emotions and can bring about waves of deep cleansing and healing and transformations as long as you're willing to ride the wave and not swim against the current. As I mentioned, Scorpio is the sign of transformation, death, and rebirth, which can bring about some extremely difficult situations and challenges, upheavals, and some inner emotional junk that's somehow remained hidden until now. Remember, in order to grow and transform your life, there will be things and even people that need to leave your life so that you can rise from the ashes and discover the parts of yourself that have been craving your attention and wanting desperately to come out and play, but couldn't because of the things and the people in your life who kept you in a box that didn't always allow you to truly be your authentic self. What attachments are keeping you from releasing those people in your life or things in your life that you know should really be released? This Scorpio full moon is pushing you to accept the things you cannot change and to change the things you can, which is you. So what can you change about yourself that will allow you to walk away from those who are draining your energy to walk away from old limiting beliefs, and to walk away from the attachments to things and people that continue to play out over and over again like a broken record that just doesn't make you feel good. Scorpio's also magnifying your intuition, so do not ignore your gut feelings. This is a time of deep intuitive energy and renewal. Even though you may be experiencing some big challenges, some struggles, some decisions that you have to make, don't get lost in the storm. Instead, find your center. Remember to walk away if needed. Remember to take slow, deep breaths by breathing in through your nose and holding for the count of 3, and then slowly exhaling through your mouth for the count of 6 or 8. When you do this at least 4 to 6 times, it helps you regulate your brain and regulate your nervous system, bringing it back to calm, where you'll be able to think more clearly instead of feeling that fight, flight, or freeze response that your body's going through. So what has been going on in your life since the last eclipse that you know is a story or theme that's playing out? And what changes or unexpected events have shown up that are reminding you action and change is needed? These situations that you're dealing with are not just a nuisance, but a reminder that they need your attention as to what needs to go and what needs to stay and what needs to change. So, how would it feel if you were free from these circumstances? And what small step could you take today to move you into that reality faster? What do you need to release to make room for what it is you desire? Or who do you need to release? If you knew that death equals letting go of the old, releasing the limiting beliefs that life will never change for you, and having the courage to walk away from those who continue to perhaps abuse you or not respect your boundaries, yeah, that can feel overwhelming because it's a big change. But what if this death was the only path you could take in order for the rebirth that you are desiring to take place? Wouldn't you want to take that step into healing the parts of you that are tired of the same old routine and the same old outcomes? Yes, it takes courage. And I'm telling you right now that you, my friend, are ready for that first step to let go of what you know in your heart, and you've known it for a while, is no longer serving you. Sit with that for a moment and feel what it would feel like to just let that all go, to let that change happen, and just breathe into it. Let yourself feel what that feels like. Isn't it time that you celebrate your life as you wish it to be, acknowledging your needs and desires and loving yourself unconditionally, knowing and believing that you are worthy of a life filled with joy and peace and respect and love? Yeah, we will all have our ups and downs in our relationships, in our lives, in our workplace, and everything. But there's also a big difference between balancing the things in our life that are in alignment with us as opposed to trying to juggle and balance the things in our lives that are making us feel all over the place and unsure of who we are and what we want and what we desire because we've lost ourselves along the way. Since Scorpio is a water sign and a deep, deep emotional feeler, it is no doubt that you will be feeling pulled in many directions with your emotions during this time. You might even have already been going through that since the last eclipse. However, even with all this deep emotion, you're being reminded of your power that you hold within to heal your own wounds. It's not an outside source. Sure, we can have help from others, and that's absolutely amazing and wonderful. But at the end of the day, it comes from you willing to go within and really look and heal and nurture your own wounds. I like to think of the pain that you've endured is pain turned into wisdom and knowledge for future generations to come. You're not only healing yourself, but you're healing your generations that will come after you, because it's an energy field that continues on. So if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed with emotions during this full moon, take the time to sit with yourself. Don't ignore these emotions, for they're pieces of the puzzle that you've been searching for to help you remove what isn't fitting so that you can put the right pieces in its place. So go into your heart, check in with your inner child and what they are needing. Get out of your head. This is not a time to analyze and overthink, but instead it's a time to really feel into that deep emotion and notice where it's coming from. What are your triggers? And do they stem from your childhood? Do they still need healing? And give yourself permission to cry. Let it out. Get the anger out. Get the feelings of abandonment out, the unworthiness, and whatever else is coming up at this time. Use this powerful energy to release the heavy stuff, the stuff that you've buried deep, for it will transform your life in amazing ways, and it will give you the freedom that you've been seeking to live the life you desire. But you have to make that change, and you have to be willing to take that step. So in closing, if you want a different outcome, if you want to transform your life, if you want to awaken even more, then be willing to be uncomfortable for a bit while you heal your emotional scars and nurture your inner child with love and encouragement and safety. What are your deepest fears that are holding you back? What patterns keep repeating themselves in your life? These are huge red flags, because this full moon is going to be shining a bright spotlight on those areas of your life so that you can examine them and understand the part they are playing in your life. You came here to learn these lessons, and you will, but you have to be willing to participate. The longer you ignore them, the longer this will take. And these wounds are typically connected to core wounds that started as a young child and became a pattern that has followed you throughout your life. So again, make the intention, give yourself permission to examine these wounds so you can understand how and why they continue to play out in your life. Then make the intention to release them, for they have served you. They've served you in forms of many lessons that can turn into wisdom and knowledge so that you can move forward, knowing you have everything you need to get through any obstacles that are familiar that come along in your life, because they always will. But if you're using your knowledge and your wisdom, you'll move through those challenges a lot easier. So in order to become the best version of you, what habits do you need to let go of? Now, there are many habits, like eating junk food, shopping sprees, TV binging, alcohol, drugs, and believe it or not, the habit of getting that feel-good feeling of helping others and rescuing others in people-pleasing and going above and beyond, draining yourself in the process just so you can feel loved and needed. So remember, that becomes a habit. It becomes something you do repetitively to fill that void. So I ask again, what habit do you know you need to let go of? Really let yourself go into the space where that shadow side of you is holding on to what may feel safe to that part of you, but is only masking what it is protecting from being hurt again. What emotions are you not allowing yourself to feel? Maybe you suppress anger or hold in your sadness. Whatever it may be, this can cause disease in the body and build up resentment. So give yourself permission to let these emotions out. This is the perfect time to do so. You're feeling them for a reason, and suppressing them is ignoring the needs of not only yourself, but your inner child, which makes them feel abandoned and unheard. Scorpio can be very brave, but it can also become lost in the deep emotions that leave you feeling like the victim, where everything always happens to you and life will never change. This belief is a reminder of the work needed to move forward. Unless you change this belief, you will remain on the victim throne with no way out. Let the deep emotions reveal where the victimhood started. Ride the wave of the emotions and soon the water will settle into a pool of beautiful, clear, smooth water. The calm after the storm is always worth waiting for. Instead of being a perfectionist and self-sabotaging what you've accomplished, give yourself a big pat on the back for everything you've gone through and the strength you now have because of it. Look at how you've transformed, not where you've lacked, and be willing to let death and rebirth bring you into a higher vibration where a greater transformation awaits. Trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Live in the present moment, for it is in the present moment where you will find your greatest power to manifest and create what you desire, because everything you're thinking and feeling is what you are bringing more of. But if you're taking the time to sit with these old, heavy beliefs and emotions, you are processing them out and releasing them so that you can create and manifest in a much bigger canvas that you can paint on and create what you desire than one that's filled with all kinds of muddy waters and scribbles and things that you can't seem to get around. Remember, my friend, you're an incredible spiritual being living a human experience, and life on planet Earth, it's quite a challenge. However, even with all the obstacles that have been in your path, you still show up and persevere. And you will always be given the opportunity to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks, to make the changes you need when they are being revealed to you. So listen to your intuition and know that you are equipped to handle everything you came here to experience and overcome. Whatever's been your biggest challenge in your life so far, it's exactly what you came here to learn, and you will overcome it. Hang in there. Always remember, you're more than your pain, you're more than your scars, and you are more than your fear. You're truly amazing. If you've enjoyed this message, I hope you will hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment below. And if you're interested in preparing your space for full moon ceremony, I've put that link below. And if you're ready to enjoy your full moon guided meditation, well, I hope you find a comfortable place, and let's begin. Begin by closing your eyes and setting your intention, connecting with the energy of the full moon, and letting the full moon know you are grateful for the lighted path that is before you, which is helping you to clearly see what adjustments need to be made and what you are ready to release. Now take a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Once again, breathing in through your nose, new fresh clarity, and releasing through your mouth the old stagnant energy that no longer serves you. Let us join together in love, peace, and harmony as we gather together, embarking on this journey and connecting with the full moon as we prepare to cleanse and release what no longer serves us. We ask to be embraced in the highest vibration of pure divine love, pure healing light, surrounding us with safety and protection always. And we ask Archangel Michael from the south, bringing in the element of fire, to join us on this journey as we burn and release what no longer serves us. We ask Archangel Raphael from the east, offering us the element of air, to bring healing as we reclaim our power and let go of blocks and limiting beliefs. And we ask Archangel Uriel from the north, bringing in the element of earth to give us a solid foundation upon which to build our dreams, providing us with stability and balance in our lives. And we call upon Archangel Gabriel from the west, bringing in the element of water to shower down upon us pure cleansing, white light, clearing away old wounds and washing away past issues that hold us back, and supporting us as we sit with our emotions, aligning with our true authentic self. As we gather under this beautiful full moon, we also invite our spirit team, guides, angels, and helpers to be by our side as we embrace the opportunity this full moon is offering us. Now recognize that this full moon is symbolizing the end of a chapter in your life, shedding light upon the things and situations and behaviors that need your attention so that you can let them go. This is a healing process of purging and releasing and letting go. Please remember to drink plenty of water when your session is complete. This full moon is also illuminating the things and people in your life that may be interfering with your spiritual growth and enlightenment. So right now, give yourself permission to be open to the light of the full moon and the messages that are being presented to you. Know that this is a great opportunity where you purge and release whatever you do not wish to take with you into your future. As you take in another cleansing breath through your nose, releasing the stagnant energy through your mouth, begin to feel your body relaxing even more deeply into a peaceful state, knowing that this is your time to heal, your time to purge, your time to release and let go of any stress, anxiety, and worries. Begin to feel them simply lift up off of your shoulders, out of your mind, drifting up and away from you, drifting up further and further away from you into nothingness. Know that you are safe and secure, and your spirit team is surrounding you with loving, healing light. Now begin to see in your mind a beautiful path unfolding before you. The full moon above is shining its bright, illuminating light, and you can clearly see the path before you. Notice that this path is specifically just for you and you alone, and it is created by your spirit team to bring you
the safety, the love, and the healing that is needed as you release and purge. As you walk slowly along this beautiful path, begin to notice a gentle breeze caressing your face. You can smell the scent of beautiful flowers, and you can see all the stars lighting up the sky, surrounding the bright full moon. You notice tall trees on either side of you as you walk along the path, feeling the velvety grass so soft beneath your feet. And as you come to the end of this path, you suddenly find yourself in a large, magnificent meadow. The full moon is shining, guiding you to a soft, large blanket awaiting your arrival. And as you sit or lie on this blanket, you find yourself looking up at the full moon and all the bright stars, feeling at peace, knowing that this is a powerful moment where you are here to heal and cleanse and rejuvenate your physical body, emotional body, mental body, spiritual body, and energy field. Taking in a nice, slow, deep breath, releasing and letting go. You are now ready to proceed with releasing everything on your list, stating out loud or in your mind, I am now releasing everything on my list. This is my intention. I am ready to let go of what no longer serves me. I am washing away the fears of yesterday. I now release myself from any obstacles that are in my path. I now choose to forgive, knowing that I am setting myself free by doing so. I am now free from all these things, situations, and people that no longer serve me. This is my intention, and I am choosing to let this go. And it is so. Now allow yourself to bask in this loving energy of the full moon as it vibrates healing energy onto you, assisting you in letting go and releasing, guiding you and helping you purge and wash away all painful memories, washing away and soothing heartache, releasing and dissolving physical pain, helping you let go of anger and grief, dissolving guilt and shame, and removing any limiting beliefs and blocks that have kept you stuck. know that while you have endured many challenges, they have allowed you to gain so much wisdom and insight in the process. Understanding that choosing to hold on to memories and negative situations and people that weigh you down will continue to keep you stuck. Set yourself free. It's time. You are ready to move forward and release any negative, heavy energy right now. Say these words in your mind or out loud. My heart's desire is to be filled with love, happiness, peace, excellent health, prosperity, and abundance. And at this time, it is my intention, and I am choosing to heal every part of my body and my mind as I embrace this love and healing energy from this beautiful, vibrant full moon. Now begin to see in your mind everything you have written on your list. Notice that it is no longer bright and colorful. Notice that it has now become smaller and smaller, and you can barely see the words that you have written down. The list filled with everything you wish to release has now begun to move further and further away from you. Further and further away, no longer having any power or control over you. And as you look out into the distance, you can see this tiny speckle, smaller and smaller, until you no longer see it at all. It is gone. It is done. It is over. It is released and dissolved. You are free. You are now ready to embrace new positive beginnings that will empower you and fill you with joy and love. Place your hands over your heart. This signifies that you are cleansing the old and opening up space for a healing to take place in all areas of your life. Know that as you bask under the beautiful, vibrant, healing light of the full moon, you are also choosing to make any necessary changes that are needed in order for you to move forward on your path. Say these words out loud or in your mind. I am choosing to love myself. I am choosing to honor myself. I now give thanks and gratitude to the full moon, to the universe, and my Creator. I now give thanks and gratitude to my spirit team, angels, and guides for being with me on this healing and nourishing, rejuvenating journey. I am so grateful for this cleansing and release, and I now have room and welcome in beautiful new beginnings that are manifesting in my life, and it is so. Thank you. Thank you. Now find yourself leaving the beautiful meadow, walking down the beautiful path, and finding yourself back into the present moment, knowing that you have released and you have cleansed and you have let go of what is no longer needed in your future. When you are ready, you can either continue to drift off into a wonderful deep sleep, or open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day.